Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to teach you the poem Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. Before I discuss this poem with you, I would like to talk a few sentences about the poet Robert Frost. Robert Frost was an American poet. He is known for his realistic descriptions of rural life. He is the only poet to receive 4 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry. Here, I would like to quote a few famous lines from his poetry, which were the favorite lines of our late Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru also. The lines are: The woods are lovely, dark and deep. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Now let us switch over to the poem Dust of Snow. Before I explain this poem to you, I would like to recite this once. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. In this poem, the poet is very sad and upset, and he feels terrible. We do not know the reason of his sadness because the reason has not been mentioned in the poem. It could be anything. Uh, the poet might have lost his loved ones. The poet might have lost his pet. The poet might have tasted some failure in his life. The reason could be anything because the reason has not been mentioned in the poem. But we are pretty sure and we are certain that the poet is sad in this poem. How can we be certain about the poet's sadness in this poem? What prompts us to believe that the poet is sad in this poem? The poem has used 2 symbols to convey that his mood is not good. He is in sad mood. What are those 2 symbols? 2 symbols are crow and hemlock tree. As we all know that crows are associated with bad women or ill luck. If we find a crow on somebody's house or roof of the house, we would feel that something bad would happen to the members of that family. Well, similarly, the hemlock tree also symbolizes death. The hemlock tree is associated with death. If you refer to history, there was one philosopher called Socrates. Socrates was given hemlock poison. He took the poison and he died. So these 2 symbols, crow and hemlock tree, are the symbols of gloom, are the symbols of sadness. For this reason, we can make out that the poet is sad in this poem. Well, all of a sudden, it so happened that the poet began to experience a change of mood. What is the reason for that? Why the poet began to experience a change of mood? Before a couple of minutes, the poet was sad, but now the poet is happy. His condition has got rejuvenated. He started to feel refreshed. What could be the reason for this? Here the poet was walking under a tree, that is the hemlock tree, and on the branch of the hemlock tree there was one crow. The crow might have just landed on the branch, or the crow might have been trying to take off from that branch. We do not know the real reason, but there was a crow on that branch. Since it was a winter season, the tree was covered with snow. When the crow made some movement, then the snowflakes, fell on the body of the poet. Just because of that insignificant, trivial, and small moment, the poet's mood has got changed. Now he is happy. So, here, what could be the theme of this poem? Under the heading theme of this poem, I have 3 points to tell you. The first theme could be nature has some healing power. Of course, nature really has some healing power because all the rehabilitation centers you come across, they are set up in the lap of the mother nature. People go there, okay, they get recovered and they come back. Definitely, nature has some healing power. And the second theme could be some insignificant or small moments can transform our life. And third theme or idea could be some negative aspects may bring about positivity in our life. There is one proverb: failures are the stepping stones for success. We should not take failures to our heart. We should not get disheartened. Negativity, sometimes it would lead to positivity. So these are the themes of the poem. I hope that you have enjoyed the poem. If you